Welcome to Take It from the Ironwoman. My name is Susanne Mueller, your host and the Ironwoman. This podcast is about empowering yourself and others to make real changes in the world. You will hear from everyday, smart, sophisticated, hip people like you and me. Not everybody has to be an Ironwoman to impress the world. Together, we will learn from the sports and business leaders how you can become a more successful person as an entrepreneur or a leader. It's one step at a time, one day at a time. Take your steps now. Take your big steps now. Join me on this journey to success. Take It from the Ironwoman, we only have special guests. And actually, in the month of March, we only hear stories from amazing women. We're celebrating International Women's Day on March 8th. What are you doing? Something special? How are you elevating? How are you supporting other cool women? Or another question might be, who are you following? Who is inspiring you? When I wrote the book, 50 Shades of Lipstick Leadership, 50 Stories from Empowering and Inspiring Women, Volume 1, who knows, there might be another volume, but it was a lot of work. So it came out in August of 2024. And basically the story is, it's about learning, listening, and leading. And these stories are based on conversations that we already had on Take It From the Ironwoman. So you always can go back and listen to a longer conversation. But then I put those stories into this book, 50 Shades of Lipstick Leadership. Make sure to get a copy and share it with others who might need a good story today. My intent was to have an uplifting, positive, inspirational, and empowering book. We know mental health crisis is upon us. There's loneliness. It's like smoking 15 cigarettes per day. We don't want to go there. We want to make sure we empower each other, support each other, and lift each other up. Now is the month to celebrate each other's accomplishments, each other's successes, and be proud of what we have achieved. It's about lifelong learning. And when I started my blog, which is Ep471, L3 meaning lifelong learning, I focus on learning, listening, and leading, but also leaping. Did you know in 2022, the beauty industry generated around $430 billion US, and it keeps growing every year worldwide. But then, Take It From the Ironwoman has more than 470 podcast episodes in 5 languages and guests from all continents. By publishing more than 21 episodes, Take It From the Ironwoman is in the world's top 1% of podcasters. Isn't that cool? But then, making a 15-minute podcast episode can take about 5 hours. Think about end-to-end, researching the person, finding the right guest, reaching out, booking, recording the episode, which is actually the fun part. Then the big and tech stuff is hard haunting me. Editing, balancing the sound, adding intros and music. This can be quite tedious, especially for me. This is not my favorite part. Once a podcast is ready, it's time to market it and share it on social media to get global exposure. And we also like, when you like us, on the platforms where you are listening to the podcasts. In the book, 50 Shades of Lipstick Leadership, we only have quotes from women. I never dreamt about success. I worked for it. This is by Estee Lauder, American businesswoman. She knows a little bit about lipstick, I would say. You find and can discover 50 inspiring and extraordinary stories of lifelong learners featuring remarkable women, mostly CEOs from all walks of life. It could even include your story one day. Well, reach out to me. Each narrative is unique, offering different perspectives and energies. Together, we share the goal of making the world a better place one day at a time. It's always one step at a time, one day at a time, but moving forward in the right direction. Now it's your turn to enjoy those stories from around the globe. Dr. Elena Ferrer, who holds a doctoral degree in health and behavior studies from Columbia University, says, have you ever wanted to travel to new places, but found yourself limited by time and money? The stories in this book will take you to distant and nearby horizons without you needing to leave your seat. Plus, they might just inspire you to explore your journey and share your stories in the future. The most inspiring story actually started with 10-year-old girls, the Glitter Glam Girls. It's a success story of two young entrepreneurs. Give the children love, and still more love, and the common sense will come by itself. This is by Astrid Lindgren, the author of Pippi Longstocking. Glitter Glam Girls is a story that serves as a wake-up call for many. Essentially, their inspiring story embodies all the three elements of learning, listening, and leading in the 50 Shades of Lipstick Leadership. Find your best way, find your best friend in school, dream big, and start your venture. Even during the challenging times of the pandemic, it's possible to achieve something extraordinary. Perhaps in some ways, difficult times are the right times to act. Do we ever truly have easy times? That's a question I often ponder when people mention difficult times, heavy times. Unfortunately, we tend to remember difficult times more readily than the good times. I'm curious how this works. Ideally, we should remember the good times more vividly than the challenging times. What easy and fun times do you remember? The two girls' names reminded me a bit of Pippi Longstocking. Now is their time to impress the world in their own unique way. Remember the story? Pippi Longstocking lives alone with her horse and monkey in a large house. She's incredibly curious and always finds joy in doing fun, helpful things for others. Life with her is always an adventure. The young CEOs sharing their incredible story, the Glitter Glam Girls. The two girls were invited to be features on the 100th episode. Why? Because they are remarkable, forward-thinking CEOs who have made a significant impact. In March 2020, they launched their successful venture on the school playground during recess. Their goal was to earn money by creating crafts they both enjoy. Being best friends, they always think alike. Who picked the names? A few questions are here. One came up with a name while she was in the shower. She felt it suited both of their personalities well. Another name that crossed their mind was Unicorn, but after discussing, they settled on Glitter Glam Girls. One girl explained that she didn't like the name Unicorn because it seemed too playful. They both agreed that Glitter Glam Girls was a more fitting and powerful way to describe themselves as girls, and we leave out their names because of privacy. At the young age of 10, they launched their own website. Initially, they received some assistance, but they quickly became proficient by learning the basic and soon became experts. They started by uploading pictures and even creating their own videos. One focused on decoration, while the other one worked on writing the descriptions. Today, their offerings include a variety of holiday cards such as Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, and even Mother Day cards. You can ask them, and they take pride in custom designed cards that they create on demand from their own home. What did you learn when you first started? We learned a lot about managing money, tracking orders, and updating our website. What are your leadership secrets? Our secret is knowing each other well and collaborating closely, which always leads to success. Or working together is enjoyable and we support each other. We give each other friendly advice, and I listen to them. Today, I received a holiday package order from my aunt in London, and the wisdom is it's fulfilling to pursue something we both love with a good friend. Some concerns are, as young and successful CEOs, how are you balancing your business venture with schoolwork? Both say we usually did our website after school when we finished all our work. That was mostly the moment when we both had time, because later in the day, we either had lessons or after-school programs. Further, it wasn't that hard to combine schoolwork with our own business because we were all at home stuck anyway. We had tons of extra spare time. We were on FaceTime calls a lot, just making cards and adding more to our website. We wish good luck to the young CEOs and love to hear back from them. How are you inspired from the Glitter Glam Girls? And now might be the time to order 50 Shades of Lipstick Leadership so you can learn from other young aspiring CEOs who have cool stories to tell. And in the month of March, only women episodes will be featured and people from around the world are invited to join. Take it from the Ironwoman. What are you taking away from this episode? Take It from the Ironwoman has episodes every Monday with cool people from around the world in various languages. And Take It from the Ironwoman is also the book Global Business Coaching with Sports Parallels. But don't stop there. The other book is Lipstick Leadership or 50 Shades of Lipstick Leadership. All the information can be found in the show notes. And thank you for your support. Make sure to like us or even write a review on the platform where you're listening to the podcast episodes. Thank you for your support, and we wish you a wonderful month of March, celebrating all the wonderful women we have in this world. Thank you.